Community Viewpoint.
And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pawlak, your host for this segment, and this is a very special segment. You're going to love this one. I have two guests with me today that I work alongside of at the Nye Communities Coalition. If you remember, in the years past, I was an AmeriCorps member. I was a member for 4 years, too, with another entity in town, and 2 years with the Nye Community Coalition. We have with us today Mary Duff, who's the AmeriCorps Program Director, and with us also is Heidi. Labastida is the AmeriCorps Site Supervisor, and they're going to be telling you some exciting news. If you would like to do some volunteer work, they have the volunteer positions that you can apply for. So let's talk to Heidi and see what positions are available at the coalition. Heidi?
Hi, John. Thank you for having us. We have 17 positions that we're needing to fill at Nye Communities Coalition for the AmeriCorps and VISTA positions. We have 2 VISTA positions that are the Hunger-Free America National Program out of New York, and those are going to be working on the hunger programs. And those are 2 full-time positions that we have. And then we have 6 community health workers that we have available, and those are full-time positions. The community health workers are going to be impacting our community a lot. They're going to be a liaison between the doctor, nurses, and the patients, so that they're going to be influencing a lot of the healthcare. And then we have the educational workers, and those we have 9 positions available, and those are part-time positions.
Healthcare workers. Where are these people going? Or do we have we contacted the different medical officers and stuff already, or are we going to tell them that they're coming?
Yes, we're going to be telling them that they're coming, but we are working with different nonprofit organizations and other public agencies.
Oh, okay.
And so they're going to be placed at those other organizations or agencies, and they're going to be working with them so they can have more information of the resources that we have available in our town, and then they're going to be a liaison between the doctor, nurses, and the patients.
So when are these positions coming up?
They're going to be, I don't know.
The positions will be available for the community health worker and community education worker beginning September 12th. And so recruiting is actually beginning now, so anybody interested should contact Nye Communities Coalition at 775-727-9970 and ask to talk to Heidi.
What's your extension? Do you know?
Extension 236.
Yeah, they'll take them out of our room because a lot of times we get calls for other people.
And then the VISTAs will be beginning a little later. They need to be identified very soon, and so if you're interested, please contact Heidi again. But those positions will be actually beginning in November. But again, we need to identify those individuals now.
These are all 1-year positions?
So the VISTA position will serve a term of 12 months, so they'll serve from November to November. And then the community education worker will be beginning September 12th, and they will serve a term of 8 months. And they'll be completing 900 hours, and so that will look like about a 27-hour work week aligned with the school district's calendar. And so they'll be serving through May 31st. And then the community health workers will be serving 11 months, and they'll again be beginning September 12th and serving through August 11th. They'll be serving 1,700 hours, and that will look more like a 40-hour week.
It's almost like service. Well, it is community service. It is
It's national
AmeriCorps
service.
And AmeriCorps is like Peace Corps, but it's for this country?
Mm-hmm. So AmeriCorps is very much like Peace Corps. It's the domestic side of it. And so a lot of people are familiar with Peace Corps, and so easily relatable.
How long has it been around?
The VISTA program has been around since 1965, but it's still getting well known in the community. We're trying to brand it. And then the AmeriCorps program is a little newer, and actually VISTA now falls into that category as well. But AmeriCorps began in 1992 with the idea to help strengthen the communities.
Okay. And we've had those for quite a few years over at the coalition also.
Yes, Nye Communities Coalition has actually been a host site for more than 8 years.
And then we have the flyer over there too.
Yes.
You haven't shown that yet. So you'll see these around town also, the AmeriCorps VISTA positions that are available. And if you want to mention what's on there also on the flyer. So once again, we're looking for Oh, there we go. Dedicated and passionate people like the two ladies that are next to me to fill the AmeriCorps' VISTA position. All open to all U.S. citizens, if you want to expound on that.
Yeah, and so people who are eligible for AmeriCorps is actually all U.S. citizens, nationals, and legal alien residents. And then you have to be 18 years old at the commencement of service, so by the time your service year ends. And so you can actually begin when you're 17 years old, and so that might be a great role for some of the part-time education workers who are going to be in the school district. They can help their peers. And so the only thing is that they need to agree to obtain their high school diploma before actually using their education award, and so we'll talk about the benefits that they receive in a little bit, and then you'll expand more on the education award.
How old do you have to, is there an age limit?
Nope, we'll take anybody.
Yeah, they took me,
Yes.
so that's the high end over there, so I'm one of the elder ones.
The educational workers are actually going to be placed at the schools from pre-K to high school. So
Oh, okay.
they're going to be impacting a lot of our youth.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of entry-level positions coming in for young, well, not kids, but young adults that are just starting out in the world. And it's like not like a soft landing, but a soft start before you get into the hardcore work area. So you have some benefits also because of the AmeriCorps Vistas also, right?
Yes, it's a great opportunity for the education workers. Young adults can definitely get into it and see if that is where they want their career to go. Or even older, you can kind of see if you want to go that route. And as far as the community education workers go, we'll be training in the capacity, each member in the capacity of the Nevada's qualifying. So they'll be using the same training materials. And so after their term of service, they'll be able to serve at any agency in the capacity of a community health worker. And that community health worker is an up-and-coming role, especially in rural Nevada. They really serve as that liaison between the community and the healthcare, especially local healthcare systems.
And then you have a small uniform to wear, just like a shirt, a 3-button shirt for fancy things, and then regular gray shirt like I wore for, well, actually 4 years.
Yeah, in order to brand them, because they have been around for 40 years and then since '92. And so in an effort to get the branding down, they are required to wear the AmeriCorps logo during service hours. And so that will be provided by the program. So Night Communities Coalition will provide each member with material or with clothing to wear for each day.
Yeah, I think one of the best things is that when they finish their 1 year, they receive the Siegel AmeriCorps Education Award, or they get a cash stipend. So when they finish their 1 year term, if they want to position, those potential employers really see, when they see in the resume that you have served for the AmeriCorps or the VISTA positions, they really take preference in those resumes.
And that can be really helpful if you have student loans or if you want to go into
Yes.
college. I know that last year the Siegel AmeriCorps award was $5,500, or it was, sorry, I misspoke. It was $5,775. And then that will be for the full-time members, so that would be for the community health workers and the VISTAs, while that education, because they're part-time, would be receiving half of that amount.
Yeah, one of the questions that I've been receiving a lot was for the older folks that want to apply. They've been asking if they can have that Siegel AmeriCorps Education Award given to their grandchildren, and that is definitely a possibility. So,
If you're 55 years and older, and if you have a grandchild or a child who is about to enter into college or has student loans, you can actually transfer that amount of money to their name, and so they can use it.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, because I know you could do it to your son or daughter, but also.
Grandchild and then children as well.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
So anything else we want to know about the AmeriCorps VISTA positions? Because we have a whole bunch of them over at the coalition right now. At different times of the year that they come and go to. Usually the season starts.
September is usually when the season starts. But really, we are recruiting heavily right now. We're gathering those names, and interviews will be beginning at the end of the month. And so we really need, if anybody's interested, they really need to get in touch with Heidi.
Yes, please send me your resume. You can email that to me as well. You can call me and then bring it up to the office. We are really interested in having those resumes ready so we can start looking at them and we can offer you that position. This is a position that really impacts the community of Pahrump and all the other communities around the country. If you're passionate, dedicated, and you really want to help your community, this is a perfect way to do it.
And we're really looking for anybody who's bilingual with Spanish and English for that community health worker role, because we'd love to kind of fill that gap and provide more services.
That's a double header right there.
Oh, that would be perfect. Yes.
So they probably wanted you for the court system too. They're always looking for people who know American. Is it American Sign?
Yes.
Yes. So if you have a second language, that's another plus for you also. Of course, my second language won't help. There's not too many Polish that are out here.
Yeah. For anybody that's looking for a way to help their community to volunteer, this is a perfect way. You get a monthly stipend, and then of course you get the educational award at the end of your term. So please call us, let us know that you're interested, and bring down your resumes.
Let's not forget that you get a monthly stipend also.
Yes.
So, and stipend means money, right?
Yeah, so it's like a paycheck, but it's not based on the hours that you work. And actually for that community health worker, for their 11 months of service, it would be $12,530. And then for that education worker who would be serving 8 months part-time, it would be $5,500. And so it is modest, but it is enough to live on, because I have served as a VISTA in the past, and I could definitely do it. If you're full-time also, you can qualify for child care assistance. And so that is an added benefit for individuals who qualify.
Yeah, so these are little tidbits that help if you want to make the decision, if you want to come into the service for the AmeriCorps. So once again, these are how many positions?
17.
17?
Yes.
And they're going to be, how do they break up?
We have the community health workers, those are 6 full-time. We have the educational workers, and those are 9 part-time. And then we have the VISTA, the anti-hunger opportunity worker, and those are 2 full-time VISTA that we need.
So call Heidi, 775-727-9970.
Extension 236.
So you don't call our room instead. Thank you very much. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, Noah, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Community Viewpoint.